Hey everyone, today I wanted to show you the ASSA Desmo. This is a double sidebar with 8 sliders lock. If you look closely, try to show this to you, the angle of these sidebars is slightly asymmetrical. On this side right here, it's slightly less steep of an angle on this sidebar. This allows the core to more easily turn counterclockwise from the key side, rather than clockwise like most of us are used to. As you can tell, deep inside there are actually 8 sliders in it. A lot of these come with master sliders, and that is not the case for this particular lock. This is a quite high tolerance lock, and there are false gates in it. I'll show you the key. Go. Key does work. For the purposes of the picking video, I will also have these washers. There's 2 of them, just to hold in that core and allow me to pick it comfortably, as with this attachment it makes it quite difficult to put it in the vise and still get good tension on it. I first will be picking the left side of the lock until I feel a slight rotation counterclockwise with the core, and then I will turn and pick the right side until open. I first normally will go through each individual slider with my pick, test it to see if there's any type of binding or anything like that, and I will find one, pop it to the next gate, and move on to the next. Sometimes with the sliders, when you pop them to the next gate, it will shoot past the gate, and so in videos you might see me sticking my pick in and pressing downwards just to get that back to its original position or back to the previous gate. And I test each individual gate in order to make sure that the precision piece of the sidebar, if you look closely right here, will actually slide into that gate, the true gate, that is. And we'll finally allow it to slide in and rotate. All right, let's see if we can get this picked. Let's go ahead and show that the key still works. As you can see, it does. For tension, I'm going to go ahead and use a bottom of the Keyway tensioner, but I'm going to go ahead and put it in the top just to have better control of that core. And at the moment, I'm wiggling to make sure all of those sliders are at the bottom. I'm going to use moderate tension. And for a pick, I'm going to use a deforced diamond by Law Lock Tools in lieu of a half diamond or a flag, as I don't have one. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and start all the way in the back on the left-hand side and pick number 4, just because. Okay. Little click out of 4, click out of 3, click out of 2. I think I went a little too high on 2, so I'm going to go ahead and pop her back down. Let's see. 1 is still springy. Go to 3. think I overshot on 3, so I'm gonna go ahead and drop that back down. And in the process, 4 fell back down. Go ahead and get that back up. Notice the springy, click out of 2, click out of 3, click out of 4. I think 3 is just a little too high. Oh, movement on the core, as you can see. So I think we are set. For some reason, number 5 is really high. Let me go ahead and move that back down. I'm going to do the same thing with the right-hand side. Move all the way to the back and work my way forward. Number 8, a little tight, so I'm going to go ahead and pop that to the next gate. Just click out of 8. Click out of 7. 6 is springy, and so is 5. Go back to 8. Click out of 8. 7 is pretty solid. 5 and 6 are still quite springy. Go ahead and go to 8 again. Click out of 8, click out of 7. 6 seems pretty solid, but test 5 just in case. 5 still quite springy. So I'm gonna go ahead and drop her down. I think I might have overset 6. I'm gonna go ahead and adjust that. I think 7 might even be a little too high, so I'm going to go ahead and adjust that. I do feel like I'm quite close. I'm going to go ahead and adjust 8 just a little bit. See if I can get that down just a little. Okay. Now 5 is way too high, I think. Move that down. Go ahead and check each one individually and see. And there we have it. All it needs was a little bit of adjustment. All right, as you can tell, the lock is open. So I'm gonna go ahead and gut it and show you what's inside. All right, let's see if I can adjust my camera angle here. 1 minute. All right. Let's go ahead and lock her back up. There we go. I'll remove the screw. One nice thing about ASSA Desmos is they're quite easy to gut. Not a lot of difficult springs shooting out or anything. So luckily, all I gotta do is pull this out, just like this, and compress those sidebars and make sure they don't shoot out, because they're the only things that have springs in this. If you look at the body of this, there's the slots for the sidebars. And as you can tell here, those sidebars as, I'm gonna go ahead and flip her over, just like this. I'm gonna slowly pull this key out. Right. Okay, for the left-hand side, here's the sidebar. No alterations or anything. For the right side, the sidebar. As you can tell, there are some springs on the sidebars. A little bit difficult to take out, but shouldn't be a problem. 1 second. I'll go ahead and take this collar off, make it a lot easier to pull these sliders out. Get it off. I'm gonna go ahead and start on number 1. As you can tell, see if you can get this focus right. As you can tell, there's a true gate right there at the top. That means that it's going to be quite low as I go opposite. And as it goes up, it slides just like this along that key. I'm going to go for number 2. There's a gate right in the center with the false gates on either side. Number 3. This implies that it would be quite high as it's the bottom. Of course, each one of these has a differing width on these sections here. Some are quite sharp, some like this one a bit wider, so you have to move that up and down, you know, at different distances. Let's see if I can get number 4 out here. As you can see with this one, it's also quite high, but that right here is quite thinner than the other one, so that distance is going to be quite different. For number 5, we have another middle gate here. Number 6, a very low cut, number 6. And I could tell based off of that springiness when it was very low, for sure. Number 7, another middle one. Number 8, we also have another high one. And on this, I'll go ahead and show you guys the core here, if I can get this focused. The clearances on this are quite sharp and can cause a lot of catching on that core in between these gates. It'd be quite difficult to deal with. So, all right, I'll go ahead and put this back together. All right, awesome. have it. So let's check the key. And the key works. As you notice, there is a limiter on this attachment here. And it works. All right, well, thank you very much, and hope you enjoyed. Nice little pick. Thanks for watching.